everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy. Today we are unboxing the Archer and Olive quarterly subscription box. This is my second box. I am way behind on this. It has been a busy little bit with Patreon mailings and Etsy release and all that stuff. So I have a pile of happy mail that I'm going through, and I'll be putting up all these unboxings and things as soon as I can. So I am excited to take a look at this. I just had so much fun with my first box, and this is just really fun. It's actually quite a big box. The price did just go up, but they hadn't raised the price in a long time, so we'll see what's in it. And by the way, I do have a link and code down below for Archer and Olive in case you're interested in anything from their shop. All right, this box is so cute. Oh my gosh, look at all this stuff. We're just gonna pull this all out so that I can make some room on the table, and then we'll go ahead and take a look at everything. I love how like everything's individually packaged. That is super fun. All right, so there's always a bunch of different things, including I think 2 notebooks, but I might be wrong on that. There were 2 notebooks, the last kit and this kit. I think these are both notebooks. We'll look at these last. But we have all this stuff, as well as this little card that tells you everything that's in here. So let's take a look. We have some gel pens. Which it comes with 5 colors. These will be great for like drawing little doodles in it and things like that. So that's cute. I've never tried their gel pens. I don't know if they normally have gel pens. I have a bunch of their acrylographs already. And then what is this? This is colored pencils. Oh, cool. And they say Archer and Olive on them. They're actually kind of thick. All right, so there are 8 colored pencils in here. Here are all the colors that it comes with. Cool, we can do some drawing with these and the gel pens. That is super, super fun. Okay, got the box closed. All right, what is this one? Oh, I saw a sneak peek of this. This is really cute. Okay, I'm ruining the box because it's really full. It's a box in a box. This is cute. Look at this. And then how does it open? It's a little magnet here. It just opens like that. Look, and it's a little box to hold things. And then it comes with a bunch of stickers and embellishments that you can add into the box to hold. So like we'll put flowers and bugs and butterflies. I'm just gonna organize these while we're here. You can see them as I put them away. Some more of the flowers. Butterflies. I do love a good butterfly. You guys know that. Okay, and then we've got all of these little things. These are like little tickets that you can put in, little note cards. All right, this is a cute little box to hold things. Very aesthetic. Not sure where I'll put it, but it's cute. And this is a little wax seal kit. You'd need a little place to drop the wax onto as you burn it, but you light this and let it drip, and then you stamp it. So let's open these up so we can see it. And I have a little sealing kit, so I will not keep it in this box. I have a little box that has all my wax melts and things like that, so we'll put it in there. But look at this little butterfly stamp. It says 15 cents and has the little outline. This is really cute. All right, that's so fun. And then washi tapes. Okay, so there are 4 washi tapes, kind of this butterfly bug theme. Let's open them up so that you can see them all. I'm not big on the bugs, but I love the butterflies and the, you know, florals and foliage and all of that. And these washi tapes they're nice and thick. They're high quality. I do like the Archer and Olive washi tapes a lot. This one's my favorite, of course, because it has all the little text pieces on it and things like that. But that's what those tapes look like. And again, I'm not going to keep them in the box because I have washi tape drawers, so I'll put them away later when we're done. Okay, now we've got 2 notebooks. I have some washi tape there from the last video. Let's look at the small one first. This is a traveler's notebook size, which I have been loving this size of notebook, though I'm not using one for any personal journaling yet, but I might. So this might be one that I turn into a personal journal. Look at how pretty this is. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is really soft, first of all. And it's like engraved into this linen-like cover. It's got this down the spine and on the back. That is so pretty. Gold foil on the inside. And then all the notebooks I choose to use have 160 GSM paper. So this is no exception. And then it's got 2 bookmarks, one of which has this little and from Archer and Olive. Super cute. Love that one. Okay, I'll move the box out of the way for now and then take a look at this one. So yeah, this has literally been sitting on my desk for like 3 weeks, I think, maybe 2 weeks, but it has felt like a very long time and I've wanted to look at it all. All right. Oh, look at this butterfly. That is so pretty. It is stitched in. I haven't seen this before. It's like embroidered onto it. That is so cool. Okay, nothing on the back, but that is super cool. And then, of course, gold foil on the inside. And again, the 160 GSM paper with the little bookmarks. Let's see. Here you go. And then both of them, by the way, do have the little pocket in the back. I never use the pockets, but maybe you do. All right, so that is everything in the Archer and Olive subscription kit. Let's go ahead. We're not going to use either notebook today because I'm not ready to start them. Maybe I want to start decorating this one. I've been thinking about having 2 journals, one as like my daily diary and one is a slightly different style, but I'm not sure about that yet. I would use this one, I think, but I don't want to start it today. So we are going to use these supplies to decorate a page or 2 in my current creative journal. So let me grab that. All right, so this is the one that I just switched to. It's beautiful. I've only decorated 1 Dutch door spread in here so far and haven't started filling it out because we're not in April yet. And this I'm going to be switching over to in mid-April, but I have all these pages done. We're just going to do like a singular Dutch door today, I think, and then do some little doodles maybe. Or do I just want to do some basic waterfall tabs to help get us through? April is a busy month because we're taking a little trip mid-month and I'm getting ready for Go Wild. So I still need to set up my Go Wild notebook. I'm currently working on table mate gifts and contact cards and all those things. So maybe I just want to set up a longer set of pages just so we can have more of April done. So I have less to worry about as I do a lot of work. That sounds like a good idea. Okay, so we're going to use these for some waterfall tabs, which is one of the easiest ways to get started with your Dutch doors. And then we will use some of the stickers and colored pencils and things. But let's just lay down our washi tapes first. So we are going to have 3 Dutch doors because we've got these 3 washies. And on the back page, we'll use this beautiful one to go right here. The other option... No, I like this. Yeah, I was thinking about other things we could do with it. And I like this one right now because on my channel, I do like to show you both very intricate Dutch doors and the Dutch doors that are easier for you all to get started with if you're trying it out for the first time. Also, I like to change it up for myself personally because it's not always fun to do the same thing every single time. So I like to change it up and make it unique. Okay, I'm going to give it that much space. You could give less space here. You could give more space because this tape is wider, but I think that's going to be a good amount. And then I did this one so that I can alternate the lighter tape and the darker tapes. This one we'll put here. And this one we'll put here. Okay, now that we've got it like that, I'm going to save time and not trim anything until we lay down tapes on the back too. No, they might not be lined up perfectly, so I want to make sure I can line it up to the edge. Scratch that. I'm not going to trim the ends though until after I cut all these, and also I won't do my corner punch because I love the corner punch to make it rounded like the edges. I won't do that until I do the backside. Sometimes I forget and do the corner punch before I put the tape down on the backside, and then I have to punch it twice. So I'm reminding myself. All right, so these would be called waterfall tabs. They are a style of Dutch door, but they're like the simplest ones. And if you have some beautiful decorative washi, that's really all you need. Then put a couple of stickers down in the middle of the page, put a few boxes down, or use your highlighter to highlight lines, and then you've got like an awesomely quick and simple decorated spread. I find I journal more when I have a decorated spread. Honestly, I don't journal if it's not decorated. Look at how cute that looks all together. Okay. So we're gonna do this and lay that down, but it's not, it doesn't want to come up. We're going to trim that in a second, just a little bit from that side. Okay, turn these butterflies this way. Try to get it right up to the edge. There we go. Turn this one around this way too. Not that it makes any difference, because it's so, there's so much going on this tape. I don't really think there's any up or down. Okay, this washi tape, fold it over. We gotta fix that one. Okay. Try to get it right to the edge too. Very good. All right, so we've got those. Let's trim all this and then figure out this section. Okay. And this one, it's easier to go from the back so that I can see the rounded edge and trim the washi paper right like that. And this one I'm doing from this side. All right. Now I've got a little corner punch. I got this one from Amazon. I bet you can find it at Michael's or something like that as well. I'm not sure what brand this is, but We Are Memory Keepers probably has one, as well as a lot of others. I do have it linked down below, I think, so you can take a look if you're interested. All right, and there are little punched corners, so cute. And this one I needed to trim just a little bit because I couldn't lift that washi tape up. It was wanting to tear. Okay, that's gonna be close enough, I think. All right, so on this side, I like to put stuff over here as well so that when this flips over, there isn't a lot of white space. So we're gonna go ahead and put this one down and then see how much space we have left and decide if we want to put anything else down. Okay, so we've got that much space. We could put down this one just to fill in the gap. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. This first spread I did is also on YouTube. It's using Live Love Posh stickers. So you can go check that out if you're interested. Most of the journaling spreads I do are on YouTube. You can check my Creative Journal playlist for that. All right, so this is really all you need. But of course, I like decorating in here. So let's go ahead. Usually I use highlighters to make some boxes and things like that. But what if we use colored pencils today? And some gel pens for the lines. So this is gonna be different, just trying something new, you guys. Okay, so I don't want anything too dark. Of course, we can always lighten it by not using a lot of pressure, but these are some of my favorite colors, so we're gonna go with those. I think brown is gonna be really nice with that, so let's go with those three colors for some boxes. And what I'm gonna do is like very lightly, for instance, draw a box right here for the date and just color it in. We're gonna use the gel pen to draw a border on it, but I just want something very light. I don't want it to be too heavy. Just make our own boxes. It's a fun way to do it. It also allows me to test out these colored pencils. Okay, so we've got that, and let's add a box right here. Let's add a spot for the date right there. Drew a little too far. We're gonna put a sticker over that one. I'm not really worried about going too far over the edge or anything like that because we'll have the pen, and I'm not worried about how this really looks, for instance, using different angles and stuff, because we're gonna write over it. It takes a bit longer than drawing my own boxes with pen, so I'm not sure this is a technique I'll use all the time, but it's fun to experiment, you guys. And sorry if my drawing is shaking the camera, because that happens when I draw. And color and all of that. All right, then let's keep the teal on this page, and we're gonna do a box that's just like down all the way at the bottom. All right, now that you've got the idea of this, I'm going to skip through so you can see how I do the gel pens too. All right, so first I want to say that I want to be real with you all always. And these pencils are, I mentioned how big they were. Like a normal pencil is this big. And this is just a little too thick for me to feel comfortable gripping onto. I also just tried out some oil-based colored pencils for the first time and absolutely loved them. So these didn't color the same way that those ones did. But to come in the box with everything else that I absolutely am loving, that's fine. But I will say not my preferred colored pencils. Okay, now to try the gel pens out. Here's a 5-pack. We'll just have to pick which ones kind of go with this. Like, obviously, this will be great around the brown. Then around this one, I think I might use the blue because I think it'll be complementary. So we're just going to pull this scrap over, make sure the ink is flowing before we start doing it. And these are just gel pens. So right now I see the shine on them. I think if I close the page, they might smear. So I'm gonna wait a minute. One of the things I love to do when creating my own boxes is decorate them in a fun way. So here's like some stitching on it. So that's the way I'm gonna do it on this spread. But I also love doing all sorts of other decorative things as well, like little hearts and wavy lines or crisscrosses, all sorts of stuff. Okay, it is streaking a little bit, so I just have to go over it twice in a couple of places, and it could be that it's because it's on the colored pencil, but generally this is working out pretty well. Okay, we're gonna do this one first, then the other side. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and try these two out, and then I'll do the rest off camera again to save a little bit of time, because you see the process. People ask what I use these boxes for, and I use it to write down like the overarching thing from the day that I want to remember. I need that to dry a little bit. Or go from this way. So like today is Tuesday when I'm filming this, and my daughter is at school. My son is at his little play group thing. And I'm doing a lot of work this morning. So if any of those things, like there was something exciting happening at school, for instance, I'd write that down here. If I got to go out and have lunch with a friend, because both my kids were, you know, at their various schools, I'd write that down there. If something big happened in current events, I'd write that down there. You know, that kind of stuff. Because this really is like my diary. I just write down the things that happen for memory keeping purposes. Write down feelings, write down thoughts, all sorts of stuff. All right, that is pretty cute. I'm gonna go through and do the rest of these, and then we'll get back to it. All right, I decided to use the green and the green on some of these, and I absolutely love this green gel pen. It's such a cool color. I'm not usually one for colorful pens, but I feel like this green and the dark blue are really pretty. So I don't know that I'd write with them, but I definitely will continue using them for drawing my borders and stuff like that. Anyways, let's go ahead and put a few stickers down. So we've got this little kit I already organized. I might actually add some of these to kind of lay over, because I didn't do any layering. See, are these stickers or are they? They are stickers. Perfect, easy. All right, so I'm gonna lay it down right here. So it is gonna go over this a little bit, but I'm okay with that on this occasion. All right. And I want to use one of these on this page now that I'm deciding to do some layering. Make it kind of art journal-y, right? Though these are very thick stickers. It's more like cardboard, cardstock, thick cardstock. So yeah, all right, that's super cute with the layering. All right, we are gonna grab the other style to put, well, it's not really gonna fit on this one. What if I do? We're gonna use half on one side and half on the other. Don't be afraid to cut your stickers, y'all. And then I'm actually gonna shorten this one even more. My problem was that it was lining up perfectly with this line, and I don't like that. So now it's like a different thing, and there's a little bit of space to write on it if you want to, or you can just leave it as decoration. Okay, and this one will go up here. That is fun. All right, are there any other styles? No. So we know we're gonna use probably 2 more of these. One on each. And we'll use this one again and this one again. Okay. So this one's gonna have to fit over here unless I trim it like I did this one. We could trim it and then have like a 3-layered thing here. Or just do this. Or down here. Even though it covers up like half of it, I kind of like the look of that. We're gonna do that. Okay, then this one we can do right like this so that we're not taking up too much space. I love putting them over the washi bits a little bit. I think it's just kind of fun and adds another unique flair to it just with all the layering. And that's okay if that's poking out a little bit. Like, I'm not upset at that. Okay, this one will fit over here or like that, but I do like this one here. I don't love die cut stickers because peeling each one is kind of difficult sometimes, but these are pretty fun. As you guys know, I use sticker books a lot. Those are just generally a little easier to peel. Okay, so this one goes here or here. I think up here. All right, so there we go with those. And then I'm gonna try to use a couple different things. I'm not big on bugs, as I said, but we're gonna use them because we used this washi tape. We're gonna use a butterfly, and that butterfly. Okay, so we're gonna have like 2 a page and then 3 on the back page. So let's do a butterfly up here. I'm just kind of laying things out on which pages I want to use them. And we'll do one of the flowers here and a bug. We'll do another butterfly and a flower again over here, and then these 3 over here. Okay. So now just deciding where. I think this one over here and this one here. And again, we are layering because that's always fun. I am going to try to avoid layering the butterfly on the box sticker mostly just because it's so thick already. So this one just has a tiny bit there. That's not going to make too much of a difference, but I'm not going to like put it directly on top because my notebook's going to get really thick really quickly if I'm using all these thick stickers on top of each other. Which we like a chunky notebook here, but I don't want it to be too chunky too quickly, or else it might have trouble closing at some point. Okay, kind of like it like that. Only got half the paper. Then like that. This is so fun, you guys. Okay, so these 2, oh, this would fit perfectly right there. That's what we're gonna do. And then this one here. So as I said, I have a lot of unboxings that I've been doing because I didn't get to them all with Patreon and Etsy and all of that. So today I've done this one and I'm about to unbox a washi tape shop thing. I don't know which order I'm posting it in, so it might already be posted by the time you see this. But lots of fun things. I had another order from Soto Studios that came in. So lots of fun. Okay, so we are gonna have, this one looks great with that. We're gonna put this one here and that just like that because I wanted 3 stickers over here just because we have more space on these back pages. I also wanted to use all 3 butterflies, but 2 of all the other categories of stickers. Okay, that might be too close to the edge with the bend of the page, so scooted that over a little bit. We're gonna check how thick this looks, because I'm a little worried about that, but I think it's going to be fine. For instance, we like chunky notebooks. As I said, this is a previous notebook. You can see how thick that is. Yeah, we're fine so far. Okay, this is the completed spread using the Archer and Olive quarterly subscription box. Super fun, totally different than my style with all these bugs and things like that, but pretty fun and very art journaly and fun to test out all sorts of different things with the gel pens and all of that. So super fun. I like how this one turned out. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.